Known for his mental toughness and the ability to routinely rip 300-yard drives off the tee, Scott Moe won 3 consecutive MIAC individual titles in the early 90s and helped the Gusties claim 4 consecutive MIAC team titles from 1990 to 1994.
When I got a chance to sit at a table while the players were out playing and talk with Whitey Skoog, and somehow we got into the conversation of Scott Moe. And it was really interesting because he was telling me the story about the Drake Invitational in Scott's junior year, when Gustavus was playing against some of the top Division I teams in the country and happened to be the only Division III team in the tournament. And it was the final round, and it was down to Gustavus battling the University of Illinois for the team title, the Drake Invitational. And Whitey bumped into the Drake coach on the course, and the Drake coach said, "You know, Whitey, I'm probably not going to be able to invite you to this tournament anymore because these Division I teams don't like a little Division III team coming up here and beating them and playing with them." And he said, "The young man you have out there right now playing against the #1 player, Illinois, that's ranked 10th in the country, and battling him straight up, it's really unnerving him. And I'm sure something's going to be said about that." And what happened was eventually Gustavus finished second in the tournament, and Scott finished second individually. And Whitey said Scott came into him afterwards and really disappointed in himself. And he had played one of the finest tournaments of his career, but he hadn't finished first, and he hadn't helped the team win the title, regardless of the fact that they were playing against full scholarship Division I schools. And Whitey said the thing that set out right at that point that made it clear that what made Scott so special was what a competitor he was on the golf course. And you can go out and play good golf, but competing against the top players in the game is what makes you a great golfer. And that's what made Scott Moe a great golfer.
While opposing golfers and coaches reveled at his long drives, it was Moe's passion to compete and understanding of the game that impressed his coach and mentor, Whitey Skoog, who later pegged Moe as his successor for the men's golf program. Skoog stated simply, "He is as fine a competitor as I've ever coached, and he played with poise and class."
In the spring of 1996, Moose Malmquist walked into my office and he said, "Well, I've got kind of a sad announcement, and that is that I just found out that Whitey Skoog has told me that he's going to retire as the head golf coach. But the good news is that Whitey said to me right away that the person he would like to succeed him is a young man by the name of Scott Moe." And for me personally, I thought, in my mind, this is perfect. And so many times when you have a great coach, that transition is so difficult to the next coach because of the expectations that they leave. But I knew in my mind that Scott was the perfect person to take over the men's golf program.
Moe played on 4 NCAA tournament squads during his career, finishing 2nd in 1991, 5th in 1992, 19th in 1993, and 9th in 1994. He earned All-America honors in 1993 and 1995, posting a career-best 19th place individual finish at the national tournament in 1993. One of only 8 players in the program's history to play over 100 rounds in a career, 105. Moe ranks 12th all-time in career stroke average at 75.9.
For me, it's been so enjoyable to watch Scott and his success and become only the first person in the history of college golf to be named National Coach of the Year in both men's golf and women's golf. It's only fitting that as we sit here today and celebrate his being inducted into the Hall of Fame as a player, that we also note that he's also a Hall of Fame coach.